Hello everyone, hope that you're doing well. I wanted to share a small passage from the book of 1 Timothy chapter 4 verse 12, and this is what it reads. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech, in life, in love, in faith, and in purity. And the book of Timothy was written by Paul. It was a letter to Timothy. Timothy was a disciple of Paul. And at the beginning of the chapter, Paul is kind of warning Timothy of all the false teaching and false doctrines that have been going around. And so in verse 12, we see that exhortation for him to be an example besides everything else that's going on around him. And I think that we can relate to this word, whether you're in middle school, whether you're in high school, or you're in college. I think we can all relate to the fact that there are things that are going on, around us and in this world that call to our flesh. Whether it's recreational drugs or it's drinking or it's sex outside of marriage. And just as Paul was reminding Timothy that he needed to be an example, that he needed to be a leader, I feel that God, is telling us too that we need to be examples in everything that we do. It doesn't matter if you're 13, if you're 17, if you're 18, if you're 24. Sometimes people tend to look down upon the younger people. And I'm here to tell you, even if, your friends, maybe your family, maybe your coworkers don't believe in you, this is a word of encouragement that God is telling us, that he has created us and we have a worth in Jesus Christ because he paid a huge price for us. And he's telling us that we need to be, one, we shouldn't let anybody look down on us because we're young, but also he's giving us that responsibility that we need to be an example in speech and in conduct. Everything that we do should reflect the fact that we are children of God and that we are followers of Jesus Christ. And so I know that the times that we're living in are kind of difficult. There's peer pressure around us, especially when you're in school. And so just be reminded, it doesn't matter how young you are. It doesn't matter how old you are. God has chosen you. God has created you. He has a special plan for your life. He's got a purpose for your life. And he's telling you and telling me that we need to be an example in the world that we're living in. So I hope that you're encouraged by this word. You are special. You were created special. Be an example wherever you go, whether you're at work, whether you're at school, or you're with your family. Just know that God can use you in different ways if you allow him to. So I hope that this word is a word of encouragement to you. I hope it's a word of blessing. And if you have any prayer requests, feel free to reach out to us. We're here for you. God bless.